Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the shop. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Mr. Copper Dog's hanging out with us as always. The Mr. Shop Dog. Come here, buddy. Come on over. Come here. Oh yeah. We hope that you are having a most terrific day. That it is as productive as you want it to be, or not as productive. Sometimes Sundays you just need a little recharge. Well, I'd love to be a part of it, and let's just have a little conversation. Good afternoon to you. Oh, let the chat just kind of fall into place and hang out with us. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I love these moments because we get to kind of touch base with hello, Kim. We get to touch base with the community a little bit. It's a terrific thing to be able to do. Oh, we got a heck of a crowd today. This is great. Well, thank you for joining me. What do you guys want to talk about? There's so many things I got to update you on. It's Copper Dog. It is. Oh, yeah. Good day. Happy Sunday to you all. Oh, it's so good to see you all. What are you guys working on? What are you guys up to? Yes, woven. All right. Yeah. So updates. I had a lot of meetings. I've been doing a lot of meetings, weeks of meetings, and some pretty exciting things in the realm of perhaps future public art, and to be able to have a part in that, because to inspire others, to inspire a sense of wonder in others is my ultimate of ultimates, right? And this might get me a step closer to that one day. I'm trying to work with my public library, which is the place of wonder and imagination regardless. So I'm doing my best to try and get in there. So wish me luck. I want to paint him. Oh, you should totally paint Copper Dog. I would love that. Do you have any pictures I could reference? Okay. I believe on my Instagram, there's a couple like way down there. Maybe on my Instagram, you can scroll down and find a good one of Mr. Copper. I think I just have to go to sleep. Hey, don't let me keep you up. Yeah, go take a good rest, because I'm sure you need it. Working on my driver's ed. Oh, man. Woo. That's always nerve-wracking. I still remember I made one mistake. I rolled through I rolled through a stop sign thinking it was a four-way stop. No, I pulled out in front of someone. So I got my driver's license, so if you make a mistake, try not to beat yourself up too bad. It's very stressful. And I feel like the counselors or whatever they're called, they know it's stressful. It's pretty crazy all of a sudden controlling this, 5,000-pound machine among other 5,000-pound machines that are interweaving, and it's madness when you think about it. Now, as an adult, driving every day, you lose track of just how crazy it really is. You know what I mean? You got this. You're going to do great. So is this library thing the project that you were discussing last week? Yes, it is, Kim. Yes, it is. So I'm going to start the design process very soon, which I'm really looking forward to. Draft everything up, but as long as I get some signatures on the some paperwork, we're going to be golden. Me and my father went to an empty parking to practice. Yes, that's classic. And I'm so glad that you're able to do this with your old man. That's amazing. Ended up running into a tree after. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Goodness. After pressing the accelerator instead of the brake. Oh my gosh. He couldn't stop laughing. Well, I'm glad he's got a sense of humor about it. My goodness, that could be terribly dangerous. Yeah, getting the pedals mixed up. That's tough. It happens to the best of us. There's one pedal that is better to mix up than the other pedal. You know what I mean? It's better to mistake the brake for the accelerator than vice versa. I had driving taken away from me almost 6 months. Oh my gosh, take care. Oh yeah. A seizure while you're driving? Oh, Kim, that's terrifying. Well, I'm glad you're safe and you're okay. My goodness. Well, yeah, driving is very dangerous. If we do it every day, we lose track of just what's taking place. You know what I mean? Man, it's been stormy like crazy lately. I've been enjoying it. No trees lost, thankfully, but I've been trying to process the one that's already fallen. getting that thing out slowly but surely when I get a dry day. I wasn't driving when I had it. Oh, good, Kim. Thank goodness. But you can imagine where my mind went all of a sudden. Hoot, Maggie. But yeah, it's been really, really like just stormy. Usually I love storms, but I'm trying to get the backyard prepared for hosting an event. So if I lose any more trees, I don't know what I'm going to do. It was a thin tree. Oh yeah, thank goodness. Had the tree fair. If it was a thin one, rather than like a big old mighty oak, you know what I mean? Oh, you broke your back? What the hell, Kim? That's terrible. My goodness. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're up and about doing so well. Gosh. Good gosh, that's gnarly. Whew. Yeah, not being able to drive, that's a big one. A library with some Valhalla doors. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about something relatively abstract, starting relatively terrestrial, right? You know, starting like literal. Starting literal and then erupting into the abstract. You know, ascending into art. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I hope they go forward with it. I have a lot of designs to do. I have one more meeting to do to figure out when we're doing all of this stuff. I got, oh my gosh, I have so many commissions like on the table. But if any of you that are, you know, in the professional art world, none of them are concrete until they sign off on all of it, you know. Yeah, realistic into fantasy, precisely. Kim, exactly. Like, well, think about that, right? You know, pages on a book. You know, they start terrestrial, and then they go extra, you know, they go into the heavens, they go extraterrestrial, they go all over the place. It's that, and I want to capture that into the art. And I'm really excited. It's going to be a good commission to a good cause, and I'm just really looking forward to putting art into the public. So much of my art is owned by private clients, and totally fine, but I would love for people to be able to enjoy it, you know? I picture something like a steel tornado. Oh, Cameron, you're onto it, buddy. Yeah, with books in the idea of the swirling inside. Yes, you're on it. The tiny book I made is, wow, that is tiny. Wow, and we have a member. Oh my gosh, Suzanne, hello. Oh, wow, Suzanne, thank you so much for the support of the channel. Wow, look at that cool anvil. Kids at the festivals. Oh, yeah, giving away stuff for the kids. That's amazing because you get one opportunity to make a big impression to the arts when it comes to kids. Like, okay, so I'm really excited about working with my public library. I remember it being built. I was born and raised in my little community, right? And it's not so much a little community anymore. It's become a kind of on the world map a little bit. And like Oprah said, it was like the 5th happiest county in the world. You know, like this place is pretty special. But I grew up with it as like a son of a cattle rancher. You know, like I grew up on horseback, and I watched this little one-horse town turn into what it is. And I watched my public library be built when I was a little guy. But, oh yeah, join the Discord. Thank you, Casey. Now, what the hell was I even talking about? Oh yeah, watch the growth. So it'd be so cool to be able to give back to the youth and you know, spark that like a level of creativity, spark that imagination, that sense of wonder and awe-inspired splendor that exists out there. It exists. Would you guys like to hear when it happened for me? Yeah, I was a little kid, and something happened. I'll tell you if you're curious. I'm doing art in the park in Paso, April. Ooh, I would love to come visit your station. That'd be amazing. I would love to see you, Kim. It was a joy meeting you at Whale Rock. That was so much fun. Yay, Stephen! From one tea time to the next. Stephen, my man. So for those of you that don't know, I host a Zoom call with a bunch of very creative people from all around the world, and we have tea time. It's through my Patreon. If you're very curious to join it, it's in my link tree. It's through my Patreon. It's great. It's a great time. We show each other a lot of support, and it's just wonderful. It's a lot of fun. Your tea mug is too small. I know. I know. It holds like a quart, but it's always too small, right? Like I drink a lot of tea, but it keeps it nice and warm. And when I need to refill it, I just keep adding water until it's pretty much just water, no longer tea. That's why I always leave my tea strainer in there. But some of you guys were curious about the overalls. Ooh, that would be cool, Woven. I'll keep that in mind for my merch people. And yes, we have merch if you didn't know that. Anyways, so I was maybe 4 years old. To answer your question, Kim, I was maybe like 4 years old at I don't think it was the Boys and Girls Club, but I think it was maybe the local YMCA. And I was really big into Batman, as every 4 or 5 year old kid was. You know, Batman was everything because he had a cool utility belt. Everything he could possibly need upon his adventures, he had, right? Coolest thing ever. So, a cop came to the YMCA, and he's got a cool utility belt. So I'm just like, whoa, this is wild, man. And of course, all the other kids were curious about his firearm, his handcuffs, and stuff like that. But I'll never forget the emphasis he put on his scissors, because he had a pair of scissors. If anybody that's out there in law enforcement, maybe they'll know about this. My 5-year-old brain was blown away by this. Actually, I'll be right back. Let me illustrate what happened. Because I got all the things here to demonstrate. Okay, so there I was. My 5-year-old brain just getting ready to be blown. And I don't have many memories as a kid, but this one is locked in. Do you have any of those that are just so locked in? Anyways, well, he looked at us all, and he was such a good showman. He looked at us all like he had a big secret to keep, which had me riveted. So this police officer, he took from his belt his pair of scissors, right? His pair of scissors, magical scissors. And we're all just kind of oohing on, you know, but I was locked in. And then he reached into his pocket and he pulled out a dime. And I don't know if, you remember being a kid, but materials were immovable, especially metal. Metal was this immovable, permanent thing. Think of this as the dime, right? And he took that dime from his pocket and with zero effort at all, just cut it in half. And he did one of these numbers, and he just sliced it down the middle. And I remember all the other kids were just like, oh, that's kind of cool. Now show us your gun. But I'll never forget watching that dime just get sheared right down the center. And I remember just my entire reality folding in on itself like Inception, right? And it just totally shattered my perception of metal, material, and its permanence, and the fact that you can cut it with a pair of scissors. I was forever changed. And I feel like it had a part in leading me into this, to here. Ever since I was 5 years old, that moment stood out to me. And what might have been just a second of his time, not even a moment's thought, changed my life forever. So when working with the public library, I've got to think in terms of that. What might mean nothing to me could mean the absolute world and set someone on a course of their life to some youth out there. You know what I mean? The ripple effect of influence, being able to inspire others. It's what a cool thing to be able to maybe be a part of. And if I'm able to reach one kid that struggled like I did in school and paying attention and trying to be settled down in the back of the class as I'm farting with every darn thing in the classroom, disrupting the whole everybody. If I'm able to reach one kid that was like me, I don't know, I don't know. You just never know, right? And I'm not counting on it. You can't. Suzanne, you work with kids. The story is, oh, Suzanne, that's incredible. On the Patreon, the Tea Time, we have a lovely teacher named Catherine, and I find her deeply inspiring as well. And just the fact that we don't honor our teachers, the people that work with our youth, it's just crazy to me. And Susan, thank you so much for your service. You know what I mean? I'm so glad that you're there for them. Oh, wow. Yeah. And it's really leading me into really being excited to do more field trips for kids. I've done a few field trips here in the little shop before, and trying to ignite that spark in them, because who knows where they'll take it. They might be the first person to step on Mars with it. You never know. And that's why I'm really just antsy to build this new shop. It'd be bigger to where I could do, I can have, field trips once a month. How cool would that be? Oh, and Catherine's here. Oh, yay. We got Catherine and Suzanne. Wow, this is amazing. We should always be kind and try to help others. Yes. Woven, way to say it. Way to say it. Life's too short to be unkind. And you just never know that little bit. Do you ever see the illustrations of when they'll put a little domino and a slightly larger domino, and then all of a sudden a bigger domino, and eventually 10 tons later, it'll crush a car. We're not crushing cars here, but you never know what just that little bit that you can give somebody can turn into. And you probably won't even get to see it. And that's okay. That's not why you're doing it, is seeing the end result. You're not doing it for that. You're just doing that knowing that it could. Just joined. How's everyone's day been? Oh, glow. It's great. And it's made better for you being here. I'm just really grateful for you all, this community, and also just be able to share this space together. My art is one thing, but the community is an entirely other one. When I was drug into, drug kicking and screaming into the social media world, I had no idea this could exist. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Was busy swapping kids with my ex. Was worried I'd miss it. Whoa, wild hunt. I'm glad you made it, partner. Doing the old kid swap. I remember those. Being the kid, not having kids myself. My day has been nice. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Some Sims 4. Hey, I know I didn't get into Sims 4, and I don't know. Is it too late? I used to love The Sims. I played the absolute brakes off of Sims 3. Oh, Woven, that's very kind of you to say. Ready to check out the new shop someday. Oh, Steven, you know it. What animal should I turn into? Xenomorph drawing. Ooh! Wait, oh my gosh. You know what this brings me back to? As a 90s kid, who remembers Animorphs? Right? Do you guys remember those covers when all of a sudden the kid turns into a weevil or something like that? And the really awkward stages in between? Okay. I think maybe a red panda for you. Who knows? Just throwing it out there. Red pandas are cuter than hell. That would be a lot of fun. I'm just throwing my vote out there. Or maybe a raccoon. Raccoons are some of my favorite animals. I still have books that I never sent. Oh, yeah. I wrote those to my kid. Yeah, Kim. You remember. Some of those covers were pretty hilarious. Like that, the mid-stage area. Oh, my goodness. A little awkward. I painted red pen. Kim, I remember. Maybe that was in my subconscious somewhere, remembering that. How funny. Oh, my goodness. But also, some other big news. We got the public library that wants to move forward some work. We'll see what happens with that. But do you guys remember that rolling hobbit door, the one that kaleidoscopes with beautiful raptures of stained glass? Well, they contacted me last week, and it looks like they want a new some new stuff to adorn their space. So I'm really excited because they were some of my favorite clients ever. Raccoons are the best. Catherine, you know better than anyone else. Oh, yes. Based on red panda. Red pandas are just so cute. I mean, they're practically raccoons, right? I mean, they're practically raccoons. Let's get real. Talking about, who would have thought we would have been here talking, in the blacksmith shop talking about red pandas versus raccoons. But I think it is a marginal difference between the two. Oh, we got another member. Mythic. Making a goal of mine to share a pint with Max. Oh, RJ, I would be absolutely honored. Yes, for sure. My goodness, I would just die. Oh, another thing that happened last week. Oh my gosh. Wait, red pandas are in raccoon family. Oh, they are? Well, I'll be damned. It makes sense. Okay, good. And what does that mean? Raccoons are in the panda family? No. I don't know. I'm no animal scientist. I'm a ding-dong-ding blacksmith that rambles on the internet. Fun fact, red pandas in Swedish, they're named, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Oh, that's so cute. Trash panda. Yeah, see? Trash pandas. What was I gonna say? Ooh, speaking of sharing a pint. I don't know where you're at, RJ, but I was remember the cup? Which love and fortune, hey, RJ, right back at you, partner, thank you. I went to Paso Robles Brew where those chandeliers are, remember those? To drop off that cup to the owner. Him and I were close and I wanted to hand deliver it and see his reaction because I was dying to see it. And he loved it, but there were some people there, some fans of mine that were traveling and then they made a detour to go see those chandeliers. And then we walked in just in time to be able to share a pint with them. I was overjoyed. Got to meet them, got to hear about their son that is graduating from Hobart, a welding school. Like so wonderful. It's a very small world when you really start to break things down. And when you have a unifying cause like, let's say, art, it's pretty special. When you get to see each other in the wild, it's the best. The absolute best. Oh, it's just very special. Ooh, speaking of which, Catherine, it was like the timing was impeccable. Crazy, really, the odds. Oh, and Anna just became a patron. Look at that. I just got a notification, my goodness. Well, Anna, thank you so much. I'm excited to have you over tea time. And we actually can meet. Oh, and the Patreon community is growing rapidly, and I'm really excited to I don't know, because if social media can become successful, I don't have to rely on clients like I am now. Like I haven't been paid since October, and that's a little stressful. Oh man, but if I can just make that to where I can take care of my overhead, I can then just build here whatever we want, whatever we can ever imagine. How cool would that be? One day, we'll get there. Anyways, what was I even talking about? Oh, if you ever want to meet me, I'm actually going to be in June at NocoCon. Google it, you'll be able to find it. But I'll be performing live on the main stage. My first con ever, like a Comic-Con, playing a dwarf from Middle Earth. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you ever want to meet me, check out tickets there. And if you want to save $5 on your tickets, type in all caps, hello. I would love to meet you. My your 21-year-old autistic son has show. Interesting. Oh, in welding, Kim, that would be incredible. There's great, like Cuesta has an amazing welding program. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you there, mate. Hey, Mythic, I would die. That would be incredible. What were we talking about? Oh, so I know about their welding program, and they're so good at Cuesta. If you go to Cuesta or send them to Cuesta, they have an amazing welding program because I volunteer as a judge for Skills USA. for their welding program, and it's so much fun because when I was in high school, I competed in combo welding, which is MIG, TIG, stick, and all that good stuff, and it was just such a cool way to give back. To be able to be a judge actually now a global competition, trade competition that I was raised in is pretty special. So Kim, go check him out. He operates around 9-year-old level. Oh, you just never know when it comes to a learning disability or anything like that, what a passion can do for somebody. What passion can do to just a neurotypical brain. It's miraculous. But passion is the fuel for life, and I would love for your child to be able to express themselves through art form. And that's actually quite a bit what we talk about through Tea Time is creativity, and how it affects your brain, everything. I'd love to show them what's possible. Yes! Kim, yes! Oh, to be able to shine a little bit of splendor, into somebody's life is just the greatest thing in the world. It's the best. At least that's my life's goal, is to be able to do that as much as possible for however long I got, It's pretty exciting stuff. And I know there's a lot of teachers out there that are the exact same, and we are blessed for it. Joe, hey, how you doing? I love being here. Joe, that makes me so happy. It's a bit of a one-sided conversation, I understand. I talk enough for like 5 people, in any given subject. I'm kind of a loudmouth. I feel bad sometimes. But if you ever want to join the Patreon for like tea time where we talk over a Zoom call, we'd love to have you. It's pretty much just like this, but you don't just hear me the entire damn time, because I rarely shut up. Oh, we'd love to have you. And speaking of the Patreon, we just started a new Minecraft. We have a Minecraft server that us geeks jump onto. It's the best. Oh, we just started preparing for spring, building a world around spring right now, and it's been really fun. I don't like squirrels one bit. What about squirrels? What are you doing here? Oh my gosh, speaking of squirrels, that's funny. Oh, hey, they're great spreader of seeds and things. They got their jobs. Everyone's got their job. I used to love tree squirrels. I know they can be destructive and disruptive, but tree squirrels were always a blast to watch, like fight and talk to each other and mingle and stuff like that. I grew up around a lot of ground squirrels growing up on the ranch and trying to take care of pest issues because 10 squirrels can eat enough seed of a cow or a steer, whatever you're raising. So they can be very disruptive. I love parkour. I can hear Michael Scott. I love a D&D group. Oh, Kim, there is a D&D section in the Discord if you're ever looking for people to play with. I've always wanted to play, but I'm a complete newbie. Kim, that's totally fine. Honestly, newbies are some of the most fun to have at the table because there's no restraint around their imagination. There's no strategy. It's just like, I want to be creative, and here I am. I love playing with newbies. It's the best. And D&D is one of the most... D&D, in my opinion, can be one of the healthiest things you can do for your brain. And for your brain when it comes like mood and creativity, all of those things. Because think about it. You get together, you make acquaintances become friends, and then friends damn near become family. Because think about it, you're trying to get together like once a week, and if best case scenario, once a week. And families don't even get together that often. And you get to experience trials together. You get to experience victories and turmoils together. And you get to be creative. So creative, in fact. I was at the window. Hey, Glow, they heard you talking about them. They're just like, you talking smack? But D&D is one of the healthiest things you can do for your brain. When it comes to socializing, when it comes to problem solving, it's the best. Suzanne, oh, thank you for being a member. This is amazing. I went a step further from pen and paper. Now I am also doing live action role play. Suzanne, shut up. That's amazing. You're like LARPing? That's fantastic. In the Patreon community, we have a few LARPers. And from what I hear, it's an absolute hoot. I've never done it. I think I'd probably take it too far and make that like my entire personality. You know, I go hard on stuff. You know, I can't really half-ass anything. But more power to you. That's epic. That's taken the nerdum to another level. Germany has a very active scene. Oh, Suzanne, that's so exciting. Oh, look at all these members. Too impatient waiting for a D&D sessions. Oh, yeah. So I started writing novels to fill in the void. Mythic, that's incredible. Well, one day when we're sharing our pint, I would love to hear the tale. Regale me with tales of your world building. We were, during tea time this morning, we were talking about world building. We have an author. You know, speaking of, you know, a creative community, we have an author there, Becca. She's incredible, and she gave us a little hint into her world building and building magic systems and all that good stuff. Oh, and then the TV shows. Oh, gosh. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Well, I am wildly excited about what's coming for you guys, what's coming down the road for yours truly. Like, I'm really looking forward to giving you some news about what's to come, because it's been a little bit of radio silence. Like, what's the next project? You know, what the heck? If I was going to turn into an animal, I'd like to pick a raven. Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it. Cheers. And look at that custom emoji. Oh, yeah. A raven would be a cool thing. Birds would be rad to be able to become. When ravens are so smart and capable. Yeah. A raven would be pretty good. I don't think of very many natural predators. Wow. Well, I am really excited. Deeply inspired by just having good conversation, a space where you can actually interact in, you know? Well, and if you want more of that, join the Patreon. We'd love to see you. But you know, I'm going to leave you here, you know, on this beautiful Sunday. Go have the best day you could possibly have. But I'll leave you here. I painted a raven. Yes, Kim, you have. Kim, in the Discord, we'd love you to share your work again. I know you've shared it before, but there might be new people that haven't seen it yet. So share it in the gallery. We'd love to have it. All right, everybody. Have a terrific Sunday. Thank you for hanging out and having a little chat with me. You know, it really means a lot to be able to exchange ideas with the community here that we built together. I have this Xenomorph 2D game I'm working on. No way. Oh, I grew up with Xenomorphs. Oh, have a great day, everyone. Love you all. Don't forget to love each other. Have an excellent Sunday. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.